Finding a new channel to watch on YouTube can be difficult, and you would think it would be super easy because when you get on YouTube, YouTube is always feeding you video suggestions and channel suggestions, things it thinks you may like. But I just have a hard time really finding a channel that I enjoy almost all of the content they put out. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you my favorite YouTube channels that I'm loving right now. So I have a list of all of these channels written out, and they're kind of by category. I thought that was the best way to share it with you. So I'm just going to go down the list. I'm going to show you exactly what their channel looks like, tell you what their channel is about, and why I love to watch each particular YouTube channel. So here we go. Channel number 1. I have recently discovered a channel by Dr. Susan Hardwick-Smith. She is a doctor. She is a women's health specialist. She loves to talk about menopause, all the things women go through when we're, midlife and beyond. And I just find her so interesting. Her videos are very relaxed and comfortable. She's normally sitting on a couch talking. She's not in her, official doctor setting, although she is a doctor. She's a gynecologist, and I think she's based in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. But she's just very laid back, very straightforward. She takes a topic and does a video about it, and I just find everything that she says very interesting. It's like she's speaking to me. I wish that she was my doctor. So if you're 40 and above and you want to know about all the women things and menopause and hormone replacement therapy and just all the things, check out Dr. Susan Hardwick-Smith. And I will put a link to every YouTube channel that I'm showing you in today's video in the description box below so you can find them easily. So kicking off the fashion channels is Miss Gold Girl. The channel is run by a gal named Marnie Goldberg. She is in Texas. She's in her mid-40s. She's a fair-skinned, blonde-haired gal. We look nothing alike, but she does beauty reviews, makeup reviews, fashion, all that sorts of things. And she just sits in front of the camera and puts on makeup. And so when I watch her, I'm mesmerized. She gets very into the makeup reviews. She will tell you if she doesn't like something, which is what I love about her. And even though her style of makeup is really not my style of makeup because we have such different skin tones and hair types, I just love to watch her put on makeup. She'll show you the product. She'll tell you exactly how it feels on her skin, how it applies. She's just very detailed, and she has a really great channel that's based on fashion, style, and makeup. My next channel, Style at a Certain Age, and it is run by a lady named Beth. And this channel is basically all style, all fashion. The majority of her videos are about how to dress for different occasions, dressy, not dressy, casual, fall, winter, all these things. And she's in her mid-60s, I think I've heard her say. And she does get dressed up a lot. And I am a super casual gal. I very rarely get dressed up, but there's just something about her channel and her videos. The editing style is so good. The transitions, when things come on and off the screen, and I don't even know the word for it, but the way things are laid out on the screen when she's talking about them, I just am so into watching her videos. They're just really cool videos. And if you're somebody that gets dressed up and is really into fashion, you definitely should check out Style at a Certain Age. This next channel, I've been watching her for a while. Her name is Dominique. I don't know how to say her last name. She's a retired television broadcaster. She's just very fashionable, but she talks about all sorts of women's topics: fashion, beauty, style, travel, health. She just talks about lots of things, and I find them all interesting. And she's gorgeous. She's tall and thin, and I just love the way she talks, and I like her demeanor, so I really enjoy all of her videos. Totally changing topics is a channel run by a young gal named Michelle Khare, I think is how you pronounce her name. And it's weird because when I was making this list, I really don't know people's last names, and they don't say their last names in their videos, so I'm not sure how to pronounce them. But she has a challenge video. She has a series of videos that she's been doing for quite a while called Challenge Accepted. So she will, for example, spend 6 weeks training to be in the Secret Service. She tried out for the University of Kentucky cheerleading team, which is where I went to school. That's my alma mater, and I was a cheerleader at UK. So that was the first video I watched of hers. She just popped up on my news feed, caught my eye, and I have loved her videos. She will take you to etiquette school. She will train with the Navy SEALs. She'll try to be a competitive chess player. She trains and learns how to do all of these things, and then it's a challenge. She shows you what goes on behind the scenes while she's training and if she can actually do the job in the end. She will spend a couple days as a 911 dispatcher. It's like every video she puts out is completely different from the other videos, and it's just super interesting. So my next two people are medical, but not really medical. Dr. Mike is a channel that just cracks me up. He is a board certified family medicine doctor. He's in New York City. He's a younger guy, and he will take a medical topic and he'll explain it, but he makes it funny. He makes it interesting. He'll go out on the streets and interview people in New York City and say, what do you think about this? And then he'll, it's hard to explain, but he just takes a topic and makes the funnest videos. Dr. Mike, check him out. And then there's Violin MD. This is a woman, she's Canadian, and she plays the violin. And when I started watching her years ago, she was in medical school, or like getting her residency, and now she is out of school. She is a certified internal medicine specialist, and so her videos take you to work with her. Now, she doesn't show the gory things, it's not like that, but she's just, the way she talks, she gets up in the camera and there's something about her voice that just draws me in, and she'll tell you, in the hospital today, this happened, or this person came in and these were the symptoms, and what do you think it was? And it's just, she's just so intriguing. So it's like a medical drama, but a very lighthearted medical drama. And her husband, she's recently married, her husband is also a doctor. So it's just a great channel, always something new, but definitely medical based. Oh, and this next channel, it's called Vivian Tries. It is a review channel. So Vivian has this funny little set that she's always standing in front of, and she'll take a product, and it's normally a product from Walmart, Costco, Aldi, the dollar store, and she will completely and thoroughly review and try out that product. So if there is the original, very expensive version of that product, she will have it there too, and she will test it against the very inexpensive product. So she may go to Aldi and come out with 6 products and review and try them all. She may just have one product that it takes up the entire video, but she is so funny. The things that she says in her videos make me roll in the floor laughing, and she just has quick edits, lots of humor, and it's like you can almost hear her saying sarcastic and snide comments underneath her breath, and she leaves them in the video, and it's just so funny. And I've learned so much watching Vivian Tries that I actually have gone out and bought some of these knockoff dupes that she shows in her videos, because she'll tell you, if this is $20 and this is $100, was it as good? And she'll give you her honest opinion. You know at the end of the video if the knockoff was as good as the expensive one, and I have actually gone out and purchased some of her knockoffs just because of her videos. So she's funny, she's interesting, it's informational, and you can find information on a lot of products. So watch Vivian Tries. Then I watch the Frugal Fit Mom. And I really don't know why I watch this channel. It's a gal, she's married, she has a bunch of kids, and it's about how she lives a very frugal lifestyle. Like, for example, she might have a video, I went to the grocery store and spent $50 on groceries for a month. Well, that doesn't really apply to me. I'm an empty nester. My kids are not home. But there's just something about this gal, her name is Christine, that I like her. I like to watch her. She does different topics. It's not all about saving money. She talks about lots of things, and I just enjoy her channel as a whole. Then we're going to move on to cooking channels. You all know I love to cook. There's some cooking channels that I really enjoy, and I watch almost every video that they put out. So the first one is Sam the Cooking Guy. surely you know Sam, right? He has like 3 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. But it is Sam. He's in California. He cooks in his backyard. He has a whole fancy dancy kitchen set up out there. And his son, and I think it's one of his son's friends, they're the people behind the camera. They do the talking off screen and the editing. But Sam is so funny. He loves to grill. He has a Blackstone, which of course, that is my husband's thing. Like, my husband is the one that discovered Sam the cooking guy, and now he's got me watching him. But Sam, we love what he cooks. He's always doing something new. He cusses a lot, which I think is hilarious, and he talks to his son, which is off camera, and they just have this banter back and forth, and it's a great channel. So if you love to cook, especially outdoor cooking, grilling, smoking, things on a Blackstone, Sam the Cooking Guy is a channel you should check out. Then there's Simply Mama Cooks. Everything this woman makes looks fantastic. I want to make it. And I find that she'll do a video about things that I make myself, and I love to watch her version of it and then go back and tweak my version or see what she's going to do to, like, hash brown casserole, for example. Our recipes are almost identical, but she uses a can of evaporated milk and an egg in her casserole. Like, who would have thought? But I love to watch Simply Mama Cooks because she does a mixture of normal everyday things, but she is Hispanic, so she will throw in lots of Mexican dishes, tamales and enchiladas and all of these things that I would never, on my own know how to cook. But I love the way she is just cooking in her kitchen, doing her thing. It's not a fancy setup. A lot of times she's just cooking away and she has a camera on her hands. And so a lot of her videos simply are just her voice because she's showing you what she's doing, what's on her countertop. But I love that style. It's super casual, and everything she makes is just always spot on. Like at the holidays, she did a video about her 5 best casseroles to take to a party. She did party dips and trays. Every video she puts out is perfect timing, it seems, for my life. I'm always looking for something, and boom, she puts out a video. So Simply Mama Cooks. Check out her channel. Natasha's Kitchen. Oh, I love Natasha's Kitchen. This gal is quirky, funny. Her husband does the videoing, he does the editing, and they do the silliest little quick edits in their videos. And when you first start watching Natasha's Kitchen, you think, well, that was weird. Well, that was odd. But then you kind of get used to her style, and she is kind of quirky herself, and her videos fit her personality. She gets right to the point. There is no dilly-dallying in her videos, and I love it. And I also love that Natasha has a website. So if you watch a video and you actually want to print the recipe, like the official thing, you can just go to her website. They're all right there. They're categorized, easy to find, and I often print a lot of her recipes and take them into the kitchen and cook her thing. So I've made a lot of Natasha's things. They're all fantastic. Check out her salmon, what does she call them? I call them salmon patties. I think on her YouTube channel it's called salmon cakes. That was the first recipe I ever made from Natasha, and we were hooked after that recipe. I make it all the time. It is one of our favorite meals. Check out Natasha's Kitchen. Moving on to fitness. Pahla B is a weight loss coach for women over 50. And I discovered Pahla B's channel, gosh, several years ago. I work out to her videos. She is fantastic. And she really does do her videos tailored to women over 50. I love her videos for several reasons. Number one, they're short. 20-25 minutes. She has a timer on the screen. I know exactly how long I have left in the workout. And for each specific workout that you're doing, there's a timer. So she says, we're going to do this for 30 seconds. There's the timer. I know how much time I have left, which I really, really appreciate. In her videos, there's no high impact. There's no crazy cardio. She will say to you, we're not going to get down on the floor and then get back up and jump up in the air. There's none of that. I used to work out that way. Once I turned about 48, my body was like, no, stop it. My body did not love all of the impact and jumping and squatting and all the things. That's when I discovered Pahla B's channel, because she eliminates all of those things, but you still get the good workout. She will show you, without doing lunges, how to get the benefit of doing lunges. She will show you all of the moves to do without the impact. So at first I thought, there's no way. Like, there is no way I can get the benefit from this without doing this. But once I worked out with her a couple times, I knew that I absolutely could, because she shows you how to do it the proper way. Doing her videos eliminated my knees hurting. My toe didn't hurt from doing lunges. I didn't have any of those ailments that I used to have when I would go to the studio here in my town and work out hardcore. I got the same great workout with Pahla in the comfort of my home, online, without the ailments and without the impact. Pahla B is a great fitness channel. She's tailored to women over the age of 50. And there's a podcast that I love to listen to. Well, it's actually a video cast, I guess. It's a podcast that they film. So I watched the filmed version on their YouTube channel. It is called the Iced Coffee Hour. It's two guys. They sit down and interview influencers, YouTubers, really just different types of people. And I just find the interviews so interesting. And the guy running the podcast, his name is Graham. He will flat out just ask the questions, and I love it. He doesn't hold anything back. He asks exactly what he wants to know, and that is what makes it so interesting. But I just find the people that they're interviewing super interesting. They lead the strangest lives. How they got into YouTube is always a super interesting story to me, and then how they became successful, it blows my mind. It's just a fun channel. I love their format, the podcast format. There's basically no editing, and a lot of their videos are about an hour and 15 minutes long, but it's some pretty good entertainment. So the Iced Coffee Hour if you want a video cast. The next channel I love is called Walk, Ride, Fly. It is a live streaming channel. So it's run by a guy who lives in New York City, and he just goes out on the streets of New York and presses live, and you just see what's going on live in New York City. He will show you the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the Christmas lights. He'll walk around when it's snowing. He'll walk around on a sunny day, and it's just, he's not really talking to you. You're just seeing exactly what is going on live in New York City. And then when he's not live, it becomes a video on his channel that you can just go back and watch. So there's all kinds of things going on in the streets of New York, and it's just, I love watching it. All the people, you can hear their conversations as you pass by. It's just a view of New York City that you really wish you could have, because in my mind, New York City is, you know, what you see on TV, but this is real life New York City, and it's just very interesting. So check out Walk, Ride, Fly. And that's it. That's my list of YouTube channels that I'm loving right now. I check them all out pretty much daily because I feel like I need to stay on top of what people are doing on YouTube, because I'm a YouTuber. My channel recently hit 75,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. And I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. If you have a YouTube channel that you love, drop it in the comments. I would love to know about it, because I'm always looking for new channels to enjoy. See you in the next video.